Hey guys, MC back again with another video and the continuation of our Super Megaforce line. And today I bring you, I want to say this is going to be one of the first auxiliary Zords that I have. There are others, but this kind of is a special occasion one, since the American one has a version that the Japanese one didn't come with. So yeah, let's check out the packaging here. And as you can see right away, the American edition can make its own Megazord here. Let me kind of zoom in a little bit better. So it can go into its own Megazord formation. There is the vehicle mode, and then it revs, I guess. It's kind of a crappy noise. And then backing out, so you can see it does. I have the gold Red Ranger key in there for whatever reason. I don't know why. The key that would have came with this guy is the RPM one, as you can see here. That would have came in the packaging with this guy. They're just giving you product shots again, and then on the back side, more of the product shots. I can do that, this engine rev, and then all the other auxiliary Zords that now that I officially have all of them. You can see as they combine. So there's the Mini Ninja, the Red Lion. I can do this and that. And then the one we're looking at down here today would be these guys down here. So yeah, we already checked out the Legendary, we checked out the Q-Rex, and now we got the Falcon, Turbo Falcon Megazord. So yeah, let's take out and see how he is. And here is the Turbo Falcon Megazord. As he comes displayed in the box, he is in the Megazord mode. So yeah, it's kind of an American creation of all the little giblets and bits that the car can separate into, made into an American version, which I appreciate. It's pretty cool how we got our own little Zord that didn't appear in the Sentai, but I like it. Adds a little bit more creativity and fun into this whole assortment. As we check out the head sculpt there, behind the jack right there, so you can see green eyes. Just take that off so you can see a little better. So we got nice green eyes picked out there, some silver on the mouth. You got some nice gold around the helmet piece there. But overall, he is kind of flimsy at best, just because he's put together with hopes and dreams. This is one of the main Zords that's missing a lot of sticker detailing. I mean, a lot of them are, but this one, the main, when you get to the ultimate combination, you can definitely tell it's missing stickers. A lot of flame job stickers that are missing, especially along the beak there and on the chest piece when we get to that mode. But I still love this guy just because it's an American exclusive. It's pretty cool that it got its own, so it's its own third Megazord basically in the line. It's an auxiliary Zord still, but it's technically its own Megazord. But yeah, pretty cool. Alright, so let's get this guy into his car mode, and then we'll do combinations. Alright, so for the Turbo Falcon Zord, it's basically you're just taking him apart completely just because he is a hodgepodge of stuff. So we can go ahead and take off the chest piece there. This is the helmet pieces came off. We can take a bunch of things off just to make our life a little bit better. This comes off, and then these legs come off. So a lot of miscellaneous components here. So for this one, the thigh piece, we're just gonna bring that inside on both. Bring that inside. I believe we can combine them here now to have that back half of the F1 car. For the legs, or for the front half, let me see here. It's been a hot minute. Give me one sec. And for the arm parts, we're just going to pull the front of the vehicle off the wheels. They're just kind of pegged in. These will separate just on a little hinge. Just plop that back on. For the front halves, clip there, clip inside, port inside, and just line that up. Same thing with this side, line that up, and then we're going to join these two halves together. Just a couple of plugs here, and then on the bottom over here, we're just going to tab in place, nice and secure like. We'll adjust these later. You can just put that out to the side, and then we're going to get the wheels here. And this is going to slide right into this groove here as best as you can. And then just going to snap into place. You have the front half of the F1 car. So now we can bring these airfoils down and just line it up there. Nice. And then on the back side here, we're going to flip up these pegs, and these are going to plug into the inside of the F1 car. Just like that. Bring this down. The hand here, we're going to plug into the back side here. Those two ports kind of makes it look like it has an exhaust. And then the hat, I believe, rests up top here somewhere. Maybe I'm lying. 1 second. So yeah, it does go on top there. There's a little panel inside you want to flip down, and that little groove, the little socket piece is going to go right in there. Kind of acts like another spoiler for the back. And then for the face of the Megazord, as you can see, there's the face. It's going to clip into the cockpit right in the front here. It's going to go down so that way it doesn't reveal anything. So when you push it down, it's going to sit like that. And then with the Ranger key, you can take him and he can sit inside the car and the little peg hole that's in there. And then you can close everything up around him and just kind of have him ride it. And it has that little mechanism. It makes that noise with the key in there. That's the revving noises that the box says this thing can do. It's one of its features. I think it's annoying, but you can have around the little Red Ranger RPM Red there just rolling around in the Zord, which is pretty cool. You can have all the other ones too. They all function the same way. So if you want to knot him in there, you can get who else do I have over here with me? You got Magi Ranger here. Put him in here. He can drive the Turbo Falcon as well. Pretty cool. And then since he's here as well, we got my see-through Red Ranger. Put him inside here, and he can ride around too. Pretty cool. So let's get him out. So yeah, that is the second of the transformations this guy can do. The other one, we're going to need the Legendary Megazord. So give me 1 second. So with the Legendary Megazord here, so we're going to take his legs off and just rip them off, nice and gentle. And then we're just going to have his torso. And then the pegs here are going to peg into the top of the Turbo Falcon right there. This is one formation he uses in the show. Snap him in really good in here. There we go. Nice chunk. And then you can have the Legendary Megazord rolling on top of the Turbo Falcon, which they did do in the show a couple of times. I like this little formation. Pretty cool. I love this car overall. Again, it needs stickers to fully show off the awesomeness that it is, but I'm waiting for BD15 to restock the normal stickers and not the super glossy ones that they have right now for this whole entire set. So hopefully one day they'll have it so I can have him on all this, especially this guy here, because he desperately needs them. So yeah, that is one formation he can do. We're going to get into the ultimate one, if you give me 1 sec. And to get this guy into the Legendary Ultimate Megazord, or the Ultimate Legendary Megazord, whichever you prefer, we are going to take this guy apart because he is a parts former for the whole entire thing. So let's just rip off his face, take this off, take the hand off, and then rip this part in half. And then we are going to use these as the legs for the Megazord, the new Megazord mode. So put them up like that. We are going to use the Legendary Megazord here, same way as we did for the other combination. And we're going to use the pegs up here and peg that in nice and secure. really loud clicks, just like that. This guy's gonna get kind of tallish. And then we're gonna rip his hands off, because we do not need these vehicles. Put those off to the side. Next, we're going to bring out the Q-Rex. So with the Q-Rex here, we're just going to take his arms, because he does not need them anymore. And then if you really want to, you can always just put these arms on this guy, just to not have him feel so amputated. So now he has arms again. So he is off to the side. Now we're going to bring in the legendary Megazord back into view. And then we're going to attach the arms of the Q-Rex. So this one is going to go on this arm over here. Just like that. And we're going to have the one with the fist going on the other side. Just like that. The hand of the thrusters of the Turbo Falcon we're going to use on this side. So what you want to do is bring this middle thumb off to the side to form a grabby hand, and it's just going to peg onto the fist there. So it's going to go, see these little pegs right there, they're going to go on the inside of the fist. So just kind of line it up and it'll just kind of fall into place. So we have that. Open up the chest here, well, as best as we can. I like to take this off because that just gets in the way, especially in this combination. For the front of the Turbo Falcon, we're going to take the wheels off. We do not need it for this combination. And then this is going to peg into the chest cavity of the legendary Megazord. There is a hole here that's going to peg into the hole that's on the legendary Megazord. It's going to go right in his chest, just like that. It's going to hold it nice and secure like. And then for the next thing, we're going to take off his helmet as it's protruding out. And then remove that. And the same way we did with the putting it on the vehicle, we're going to bring this peg down. But first, we are going to attach the swords that were part of the legendary Megazord onto this helmet. I don't think they're side specific, to say the least. Yeah, I don't think so. You're just going to hide this little sail that's on that one. It's going to sit on top of there, and then this is going to sit inside there to form that kind of decorative headpiece. But just make sure this peg's all the way down, and then we're going to plug this on top of his head, giving him a new helmet, if it lets me, because I can't see. Yeah, maybe on this side. Okay, there we go. It is securely pegged on. There's nothing in the back covering, so don't show the back half. And it gives him a nice new helmet. And then we can open this guy up and spread out to the front of that. And there we go. Let me see. I haven't done this in a while. I wonder, can we use the key to pop this open? Let's find out. I don't know if this one has functionality with the key. It may. No, this one doesn't. So no key functionality with this one. So just as I remember, as everything falls out, keep that in place. Yeah, the only thing that fell out was his Megazord face. We don't really need that. It just sits inside there. So there you have the ultimate legendary Megazord in all its glory. And like I said, it is missing some stickers, especially on the chest part here. As you can see, the logo is missing its decals. There should be some flame logos here, flame logos here, flame logos. Oh, this also, let me zoom down to the bottom. I can't talk right now. This also pops up, revealing some extra piping that should be colored in gold and silver, but it's missing that. The sticker kit comes with that. Also some flame detail missing out here. There's just a lot of stickers missing on this Megazord, but the most egregious one of all is the chest piece one. I wish they would have had that, at least for budget reasons, on this one, because it needs it desperately. It's front and center on your ultimate form. Like, why couldn't you just give us a sticker kit, or even just paint the gold for the chest? I mean, I would have been happy, but there's nothing here. We're missing a good amount of detail here. So shame on Bandai America for skimping out on that, but at least they gave us pretty much a triple changer at this point. It can make its own Megazord, back into a car, and then go into the ultimate formation like this. I mean, I guess you can count 4 with the being the lower section of the legendary Megazord, 2 he can ride around on top, but still, I wish he would have had some sticker detailing on top. But yeah, this thing is awesome. I love its chunky hand, its big hand here. It is pretty sweet. It can't really do anything. I'm just happy the ratchets are strong enough to hold it in place. I mean, if you had some blast effects, I mean, I don't know what size these are. I know they're bigger than the 5mm ports. You could probably put little blast effects on there to have it look like you're shooting out some energy beams. This side can come out too. It clears it enough that you can go forward like that, pretty much to that next ratchet. But that's pretty cool. You do have some leftover pieces, the wheels and some of the other components, but this thing is pretty beefy. And it's pretty securely held in place. Nothing feels like it's going to fall off. Pretty cool ultimate formation, but it's not the end. We do have a couple more auxiliary Zords that we are going to go check out, but this is basically the ultimate formation in the show. But yeah, if you want, you can put this back in there and it just sticks out. It's unsightly. I don't like it that way, but you do what you will with your toy. I know in the Sentai one, it did have sound effects, the Turbo Falcon. Ours doesn't, because I know these were buttons on it, but I guess we can have fancy stuff like that, or fancy stickers. I wish we had fancy stickers. But nonetheless, this thing looks great. I love the new helmet style, the way the swords become part of that. It just adds more oomph to it. Looks pretty mean. Love this Megazord, love this series. For what it is, not the legendary battle. We won't get into that, but yeah, pretty cool. But thank you guys again for checking out my videos. Please like and subscribe and check out the rest of the Super Megaforce series that I have, and then all the other ones that I have out as well. We'll definitely be back with another video for the Super Megaforce line, and then I did get the pterodactyl in for the reignition line, so that Megazord's complete. Be on the lookout for that video. It may come before this, it may come after this, depends how the uploading goes, but I should have this out first, and then the reignition pink Megazord. So thank you guys again. Please have a good night and take care. We'll see you around. As I knock my camera over. Sorry guys, take care.